Hi, if you're using Microsoft Word, here's how to format your annotated bibliography to submit to the class. So when I'm cutting and pasting stuff and putting it in, you'll notice that the fonts don't look correct. Sometimes there's little weird links and stuff. So what I want to do is go back to where I've got my materials. And the first thing I want to do is make sure that instead of grabbing the citation from the actual article, so if I click on the citation button from ProQuest or other areas, these are often 7th edition, and that's too old. I don't want to use 7th edition. I want to shoot for 8th or 9th edition. So I'm going to go back to this page, and I'm just going to look up, here's what it's supposed to look like for MLA 8th edition. If I click on the citation button, this will appear, and then I can actually just copy it right there. So whenever I'm pasting it in, I'm copying it from the ICC database to make sure I'm getting the most recent version. Now, sometimes the fonts goof up or there's an extra space in front. We can start fixing that as we're in Microsoft Word. So I want to make sure there's no extra spaces in front of each entry. The other thing I noticed is when I pasted this one in, it put his last name last, which is incorrect. So I need to actually fix that. And you may be thinking, oh, why do I have to do all this work? And I'm with you. I know that's hard. But that's because, we're the authors of the document. We want to make sure we do as well as possible. So always look down to the samples that I've posted and just look at the black type that the student did to say, does mine kind of look like that or does mine look different? So these samples are for your use to actually look and say, hey, did I do this correctly or have I goofed it up somehow? So let's go back to that document and see how it's going. I do see some things that aren't italicized, so when you paste things in, the italics falls off, and I know that's irritating, but we can fix that. So first thing I want to do is, you'll notice that I've found some extra spaces above. I'm going to go ahead and delete those so I don't forget to do it later. It's okay if there's extra spaces below, nobody really notices those. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to go to Times New Roman, 12 points. Now, depending on what version of Microsoft Word you're using, or if you're on Microsoft Word Online version or the software version, it may look a little different. That's where tutors, or if you see me during office hours, or our librarians can help you with this. So I've gotten these in the correct font. Now I'm going to go to double space. Here's what's tricky about Microsoft Word. It foolishly adds an extra space in between each of these, but when I grab it, there's nothing to grab underneath it. It's like it's built in. That's where I need to go in and go, wait a minute, let me check on line spacing options. When I look under line spacing options, this is confused. There's nothing in there. It's like, do you want 8? Do you want 0? What do you want? Watch the screen behind here. When I put 0 in here and click OK, look how it kind of brings that up. So I had some extra space in there that I didn't know about, and I couldn't delete it by hand. I needed to go into line spacing options. So even though double space or 2.0 is clicked on, always go to line spacing options and make sure both of these before and after are on 0. Now I'm ready to do my indent. There are several ways to do it. The easiest way is to just grab this bottom of the tab, go over 1/2 inch, grab the top of the tab and pull it back. So you'll notice that now they're kind of doing what they call the hanging indent. If you can't see your ruler, if you don't see anything up there, you may have the ruler clicked off. So if you're trying to grab stuff, where's the little tab? Go to, if you're on the Home tab, go to View, click the ruler on so you can see where those little guys, those little triangles and boxes are. All right, so I'm part of the way done. I did notice the italics fell off on this, so I definitely need to add the italics back in. This one, actually, there were no italics even when I copied it over, so I need to fix that. And then Journal of Woodside. So we always italicize the magazine or publication name. You'll notice that this one has upper and lower case, upper and lower. So we use lowercase for the small words like in, on, of, for, and we want to make sure those are similar in each of my articles. So going good so far. When I get ready to start writing my summaries, you'll notice that the computer will highlight that link again. So it uses hyperlinks when it thinks you're going to email this to somebody and they're going to click on it. We're actually submitting this as an assignment, so we don't want a link there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Control. Sometimes it's Command depending on if you're on Microsoft Word on a Macintosh or on a PC. But try to right-click, go to Hyperlink, remove Hyperlink. Anytime I touch something around there, it's going to go back to that same thing and add that blue link in. So we definitely want that link to be there. We just don't want it to be blue and underlined. So that one's acting kind of funny, but I can fix that one. Remove Hyperlink. Trying to get there we go. That one was acting kind of funny. So, and librarians, other people can help you. You'll notice this one's still blue. That's okay. I'm the master of my document. I'm going to go up here and click that I want it to be all in black. And I'm going to hit the underline on, take the underline off. So I have fooled the computer into taking that link away. So if you have any problems, you can paste it back in from the library database, or you can kind of go old school like I just did. So I'm ready to write my summaries, but I haven't put my page number in. So I'm going to go to Insert. I don't want to use header. Header just creates, if I put my name or page number, I'm forcing that same page number on every page. I want automatic page numbering, so I don't have to type on each one. This may look different on the computer that you're using. So there's the number. When I go up here to put my name, sometimes it will act a little kooky and it will move it over to the left. That's okay. I can make it go over to the right by going over here and clicking to the right. In fact, I'm going to even scooch it over a little bit farther so it looks correct in when we're looking at all the other samples that we looked at. So I want to make sure that that's in Times New Roman. I noticed the number didn't go in Times New Roman, so I'm going to grab the number separately. That probably seems like a really picky little detail, but it's best to kind of just get these things right and kind of know what you're doing so that if you have other assignments or other instructors, you're kind of doing it correct each time. So that's the basics on how to get Microsoft Word to behave for you and to actually put your annotated bibliography in the format required for this assignment. Of course, I haven't written my summaries yet, but those are coming. Thanks for watching.